What's up guys, I'm Improv and this is my Ironman. I have no special restrictions and just plan to play the game my own way and show that even if you don't have all day to play, you can still achieve great things. This is Casually Maxing. What's going on guys, welcome back to another video. Today we are starting off with we have a Greater Demons task, so we are going to go to Tormented Demons. Hopefully maybe get another Synapse, maybe get another Burning Claw, something like that along those lines. Either one would be greatly appreciated, but that's where we're going to start. I don't know what else we're going to get into. Maybe we'll get into some Muspa. I'm not really sure yet. There we go. There's 91 Slayer. Pretty huge level. One more level, we can go kill a Raxor and try to get the new slash weapon. For now, I think we're just going to finish off this inventory here. And then I think I want to mine some sandstone. I don't know if I'll do all of it, but I want to mine some. All right, so we did go ahead and start mining some of our buckets of sand because this is the best way to get buckets of sand is mining sandstone at the quarry. But this is the best way to level crafting as an Ironman. So as you all know, we've been farming giant seaweed. We have about 4,000 giant seaweed, which equates to about 6 times that. So about 24,000 soda ash. So we're going to need about 24 to 25,000 buckets of sand. And then when we do super glass make, it'll actually give us some bonus molten glass as well. Now, the big reason that we are finally going ahead and doing this is because we're running around with a Glory Emmy. We got to stop that. So the main goal right now is to get enough buckets of sand to create enough molten glass to get us to about 86 crafting. Once we are at 86 crafting, we can then easily get a +4 boost and finally create our Fury. Now, we do not have our hands on an Onyx yet. I already know a good method to get an Onyx, so you're going to have to stay tuned for that in a future episode. But as of now, we do have about half the buckets of sand that we actually need. So we should be done with that grind pretty soon here. Before we get into the next segment of the video, I want to give a big shout out to Devin, Sir Isaac, and Brennan for being members of the channel. I appreciate all the support. Becoming a member of the channel is not something that you ever have to do, but if you ever want to support, it is a good way to do so. So I appreciate you guys, and I will try to be more attentive to the people who join as members so that I can give them a shout out in future videos. I appreciate you guys. Let's get on with the video. Now on to the main point of the video. These Guardians of the Rift changes are finally here. I have been super anticipating this update, mainly for the update to the Abyssal Needle. So basically what they did is, if you were lucky like I was and you got the Abyssal Needle early, typically you wouldn't actually be able to create the Colossal Pouch until you were about 80 rune crafting. Now, however, you can actually just create the Colossal Pouch whenever you get the Abyssal Needle. What it's going to do is it is going to unlock basically tiers in which it will allow you to put up to a certain amount of essence into the Colossal Pouch depending on your rune crafting level. Meaning you can use that level 1, you can use that level 25, you can use that level 50. You can just use it whenever, and it's going to save you inventory space. It's going to save you on the amount of times you actually have to click. Overall, it is going to just help you out. So if you have your Abyssal Needle already, go ahead and use it on your pouches. If you don't have your Abyssal Needle, then it's time to get grinding. So I will see you guys in the Guardians of the Rift worlds. Now, it is important for us to actually talk about some of the other Guardians of the Rift changes because they do impact the minigame a little bit. I wouldn't say they negatively impact it. Actually, most of the update is going to be pretty positive. So one big thing is the adjusted minigame scaling depending on the number of players. Now, basically what that means is you're not going to have to worry about sitting outside of the minigame, waiting for it to end, waiting for there to be room for you to join. Basically, you can join in at any point. Now, that does come with some drawbacks. Each game is going to be a little bit faster. There's going to be a lot more players in the room. But faster games typically means faster XP. So very good update there. Players may now build Guardians at the very end of the round, which offers the usual RuneCraft XP. Again, just a little bonus to XP, so pretty good there. And I'm not going to read through every little thing, but some of these are worth saying. So cells can be used on barriers for XP. Now, the reason that one is good is because they can now be used even if they're at full HP. So if you've ever ran into the issue where you had a charged cell and you went to put it onto one of the shields, but somebody did it right before you, you would actually just get 0 XP. You don't have to worry about that anymore. You can just put it down. You'll still get your points. You'll get your XP. You'll get everything. So pretty big update there. That is very good. And again, is going to be very, very helpful in getting more XP. Now they did cap that, so you can't just run around and only do that. So 2,500 XP and 450 energy per game is what that is capped at. Another big change is players can now loot 5 rewards at a time from the Rewards Guardian. Again, that's just a quality of life one, so you don't have to sit there all day. That's pretty nice. One of the big changes here is that players can now exchange 25 Abyssal Pearls for an additional reward search. Now, that is pretty nice just because you can just pay for searches. So if you already have all the sets and you're basically just stacking up on the Abyssal Pearls, that's going to be a good way to get rid of them. Of course, the big update with the Colossal Pouch we already spoke about. Again, that was probably the biggest point of this update, which made it just really, really good. Something they should have done in the past. But the Abyssal Pearl drop rates now, instead of being between 10 and 20, is now between 14 and 16, which means you're just going to be getting a more consistent amount when you roll for those off the table. So you should actually end up be getting more on average. Let me know below what you guys think of the update so far. On average, it does look like you're going to be getting anywhere from 5 to 10k more XP per hour, maybe even more depending on your level. So far, I'm really enjoying it. I don't know that I necessarily have a goal level I'm trying to get to, but I will be doing Guardians of the Rift for the foreseeable future. At least going to get to 70. We're currently sitting at 68. At some point, I obviously need to get to 77 just so that we can do blood runes and soul runes and all that fun stuff on Zia. So we are going to be rune crafting a bit as well. As of now, Leagues is about 2 weeks away. So I think it's a good time to actually discuss our goals and what we want to accomplish by then. I will be playing Leagues. This one looks like a whole lot of fun. I played the last one for a little bit, but kind of got a little bit bored pretty quickly. But this one seems like it's going to be a lot of fun. I know how to do most of the content in the game, so it's going to be a blast. With that being said, we are at the stage of the account where, in general, it's just a fun time. Like, I was just thinking about this, like, we're at the point of the account where almost everything we do is fun. Like, we have so much to do, whether it is grinding bosses, grinding skills, going for drops, starting raids. Like, we have so much to do, so it's kind of overwhelming in a way, but at the same time, it just means that we are always going to have something to do. So like I mentioned in the beginning of the video, one of the things I want to get done before Leagues is completing that crafting grind to 86 and boosting for the Fury. I want to have the Fury before we start Leagues, just so that when we come back, we don't really have to worry about that. We can kind of get started on some other stuff. So a big thing with crafting is that's one of the big grinds we have to get out of the way, especially for endgame bossing. Like, we need to get Zenites, but there's no real point, in my opinion, grinding for Zenites if I can't even craft the gear yet, right? So that is something that we are definitely working towards at the moment. Beyond that, we don't have any crazy goals. We're very close to hitting 99 HP, which is pretty cool. We're pretty close to 99 strength, but typically I just use share on whip for that. 92 Slayer, that'll probably come after Leagues, unfortunately. I know a lot of people have probably been waiting for that, and we will get there. We will get there. As for some of the skilling stuff, I don't have any main goals right now. I guess a lot of that is going to determine whether or not I want to go for diaries and things like that, or when I want to go for those diaries, and if it aligns with everything else that we're trying to do. But after Leagues and after the crafting grind, we are, like I said, focused on Slayer, but then after that, hopefully we are going to get more into raids. So like I said before, I know how to do pretty much all the content in the game. Some of like the Awakened variants of DT2 bosses and stuff I don't really know how to do yet, but the only main thing I don't know how to do is Chambers of Xeric. So that's going to be something that we're going to have to learn, and then higher invocations of TOA. So that's basically what like the new year is going to be looking like. depending on how much leagues we actually play. Again, I've never played a full season of it, but this time around, it does seem like it's going to be a lot of fun. What are you guys thinking of the new league? Is it something you guys are going to check out? Or do you guys usually pass on them? What are you guys thinking? This is a good time to end this video, just so that I don't go on a yapping session. I'm sure you guys don't want to hear that, but I appreciate you guys. Again, I appreciate the channel members. I appreciate the viewers. I appreciate all of you. Thank you guys for coming along with me for this journey. I'm enjoying myself. I hope you're enjoying the content. If there's anything I can improve on that you guys are noticing, please don't hesitate to let me know. I want to make the viewing experience great for you all. So I will catch you guys in the next one when we complete more of our goals, and I will see you then. Peace.